Okay. Awesome. We're in the menu. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Densha D. I'm CDRomatron, also known as Mike, and with me I have Popta. Right, boys, let's get into this. So, we'll be starting the timer soon. We're gonna start it just on the countdown of the race. So, when it says go, we start. Count it down, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! So this is Densha D. It's a parody of Initial D, and instead of cars, we are indeed racing trains.
Because we all like trains.
We're in the Fantastic 2000 series, and we are going to be going as fast as we can. So you notice my train is kind of jumping from side to side here. And if you're not familiar with the meme, we are indeed multi-track drifting over here.
Drift as some people call it.
The purpose of this is to avoid like shaking off the tracks and derailing. Of course, if we do derail, it's absolutely fine. Our train just finds a way to get back on. That's okay. You can see the status of our train at the top, all 8 carriages. Green implies that everything's going fine. Blue implies that it's multi-track drifting. Yellow is a bit shaky, and red is completely derailed. So there's not too much in terms of steering. My controls are simply acceleration, braking, emergency braking, drifting, and changing the camera. So our main thing is going to be trying to catch up with him. In this first race, it's relatively simple. We just need to beat him to the exit. And it's more so just an introduction to the concept.
And somehow, even if your train is completely derailed, it somehow finds its way back onto the track.
Yeah, the only thing which causes us to fail a level is either losing important race. There we go. Is losing a race or a self-propelled impossibility. A self-propelled impossibility is caused by derailing your train in such a way that you cannot recover. That is, for example, if you're multi-tracking drifting along 2 different tracks and the tracks diverge from each other. There's a few mechanics we're going to be abusing slightly here. Primarily, it's the fact that momentum is primarily only capped when you are holding down the accelerator. So, in some cases, by releasing the accelerator, we can remove some speed caps. We did that previously when we were going around that corner. So when your second or third carts get derailed, your max speed gets capped. So, however, by not initiating the accelerator again, we can maintain our speed to be relatively high. So the AI does rubber band in this, and just to explain the category a bit, so we are indeed doing glitchless. The difference between that is the AI does rubber band, and to an extent, what you can do is you can just switch over the tracks and get your entire train in front of the other train and use it to boost you forward and abuse that fact that the momentum is not capped whilst you are holding the accelerator to reach higher speeds. And in my opinion, it just makes it less interesting because then you're not really racing anymore. And I really enjoy just the thrill of 2 trains just completely battling it out on a nighttime railway.
Yeah, if you've ever seen some of Lord Mouse's runs, you barely ever see the train after the first couple seconds.
Yeah, so this we're doing the first 4 chapters. It follows vaguely the story of the first season of Initial D. Just a reminder, there is a manga of this, and the first 3 volumes have been translated. And I love the warning at the very first of it. It's just a reminder that train racing is only to be done outside business hours. So we're approaching the end of the first level here. I believe this will be the last station before we hit our terminus. So at the moment we're just trying to maintain pace with them. A lot of this game is scripted in terms of the AI, so it's not going to be like a lot of racing games where you can just be fast and overtake them. The AI in this game is always pretty much going to be neck and neck with us, with the exception of 1 or 2 bits where it's scripted that there's supposed to be like a bit of a difference between you and the opponent. So here, he's just a bit ahead of us, and we are just approaching the end. So luckily, we have our trick up our sleeve. Technically, we don't even need to do this. It's all just for a cutscene. Slow down a bit here to make it around the corner. Head. Now, he is just beside us, but we have a solution, and that's absolutely fine.
We just block him.
Nani? Multi-track drifter. Oh. That was a little early. Died. Did I pass that? I did not pass that. This is why the estimate is 30.
Yeah, just say if you go a bit over, I may have to leave early.
Okay. Whoops. Right, I guess we're gonna go through this again. We'll just go as fast as we can. That was my bad. I should have switched camera angles there.
While we're going through a little bit of deja vu here, do you mind if I just mention a couple of things?
Please go ahead.
Excellent. Right, so again, we do have one final bid war going on, and it's been going on for the entire marathon, and it's been incredibly close. And that's the Sekiro Shadows Die Twice language setting. We have Japanese or English. Currently, Japanese is sat in the lead at $80.03, whereas English is at $55.03, and that is still sniperable at this point. And currently, I'm looking at the donation total, and I'm seeing $1,693. That is easily makeable to get to 1,700, and I will be so excited to see that if you could, if people in the chat are generous enough to make that happen and just essentially trump our last record. 90% of these donations will be going to young minds to help support young people as they go through life and the challenges that they face, and just give them some extra support along with their parents to help the parents also support the children. And it's just all about providing them with the means to get over the stumbles and over the hills that these young people face in this day and age. And the final 10% of those donations will be going to UKSG itself, so that we can continue to put on these runs for you guys.
So just for the context surrounding this game, because I know there's a lot of people who asked about it, and this game was shrouded in relative mystery for the longest time. So this game is a fan game based off the manga, and it was developed, it would have been a long time ago. It was built for XP originally.
This game, Windows 3D.
Yeah, so all of the games are available on disc and primarily only orderable from Japan. However, recently the developer, like very recently, as a result of the Western following this game has gotten, the first 2 games, I believe, are available on digital distribution. I can't say for the second 2. However, they're all found on the developer's website. If you need links for anything like that, there is a Densha speedrunning Discord, and that should be linked on CDRomatron, and you should be able to find all the resources regarding the game there. Right, so we're approaching the end of this race once again. I'm gonna make sure I stay in the correct camera this time. This game is quite punishing as a run, as the a simple derail at sometimes can cause an entire race, but usually that's not too much of a problem as long as you know the courses. Unfortunately, did make a little mistake at the end of the last attempt, as you saw, but should be fine for now.
Do you mind if I jump in with a special donation?
Please, go ahead.
We have a $20 donation from Drunken Gamer, and it says, okay, let's make this at least $1,700. Thank you so much. Just over-trumping our old record there.
You know what that means?
What does that mean?
$20 I have to dab.
Oh no.
Do you dab in $20?
Yes.
Chat, I don't ask much of you, even though I do sometimes. But $20 and Popida will dab on stream. And he's not going to be here for much longer. Yes!
Actually, for that person in chat, yeah, I'm the one who did make Wiki dab.
So this was the camera angle I was looking for. Vision's a little obscured by the cutscene. Oh, there we go. And there we go. That was literally all I had to do last time. There we go. So, wrong level. I unlocked the second level. I don't know what caused these to unlock, but let's back out. So that is a bonus level. That's primarily a New Game Plus thing. There we go, level 2. Found it. Yay. That's the lean level I was talking about before. So this is a race against Nakazato. Nakazato's train is very special. It is fitted. I can't remember the name of the engine, but it is a car engine.
Like a V12.
I can't remember the name of it, but he is very fast, a lot faster than us. So primarily we're going to be playing catch-up here. Now this is the same track, however there is some opportunities for a quick kill on Nakazato. There is 3 points in which this race can end. There's 2 points in which we can catch up to the point where he becomes stressed out and he blows out his engine. Alternatively, we can race him all the way to the terminus at the station. So here we're just trying to keep pace with him as best as we can. If we do fall behind, we can catch up. However, when it gets to that point of playing a quick kill, we are going to need to do that relatively perfectly. In the meantime, enjoy the Eurobeat. This is one of the best things about this game is the soundtrack. Significantly. It's been available on it's been put on YouTube like a lot of times, but you can properly buy the soundtrack in a lot of places where you can also buy the game online, so I would recommend finding it that way and supporting the original developers and the composers.
Ark is absolutely raving for this right now.
I am well aware.
Do you mind if I jump in with another donation?
Please, go ahead.
We have $25 from Murtag. Multi-track donating. Screw 1,700, let's do 2,000. And I believe we can actually make that happen here. Make sure you're all donating $25 to be entered in with the GT Omega chair. Milktime raises a good point. We are still doing the giveaway for the final chair, which has been sent in by either CDRomatron or Popida. So one of those chairs, you will be able to enter into the draw to get that chair just by donating $25 until the end of the stream. So please, if you want the chair, all it takes is $25 to get into that.
Whoa!
I have a feeling you guys might have something to read.
Do you mind if I jump in for a very special donation? We have a $200 donation from Punch Gob, which just says, and Poppada, you better do this, Ultra Dab.
Oh no, what does that mean?
Oh no!
I'm not ready for the power level.
Yes! Thank you so much. And with that,
thank you so much.
we are, what is that? That's $37 away from 2,000.
Come on!
Incredible. Thank you all so much.
So we're trying to keep pace with Nakazato here. We are just past the what could be the final station. The quick kill is coming up shortly. We'll just need to maintain pace with him, and I just need to be extra safe with my braking around the next corner. One, two, three, four.
Oh!
No, almost. Okay, we have an opportunity to catch up. We have an opportunity to catch
We
up
are
here.
12 goals away.
So I just need to catch up with them for the opportunity in the next quick kill. Okay, we've almost got back up to the point. A little more. Come on, here we go. Come on, please. Yes, there we go. So I need to be very careful here. Get past this bit. There we go. That's fine. So now his train engine is just done. He's pushed it too hard. Kaboom.
Also, this is an electric train. Why is it needing an engine?
Good question. So yeah, he's just chilling. So, race 3. This is going to be a race against Shingo, and if you guys remember with Shingo in Initial D, he challenged to what was known as like the duct tape deathmatch, which the whole idea was like one of your hands was taped to the wheel. Now, how do you represent that in trains? You just drive in a road, and anything will basically derail you. Also, Shingo is just really mean, and he has laid booby traps in the track.
You essentially just become a tram.
Yes. So no, we're just cruising along. Luckily, this is straight. And oh no, what's this? It's some rubbish. I mean, that didn't really stop us. That's fine. That's not too bad. What's the? He laid mines. This dude, and a house.
What's that?
Also, we unfortunately don't have a horn. A little bit of violence.
Hey!
Oh!
2K hundo!
Okay. Watch out here for the horn.
Do you mind if I interject with some donations?
Okay, one second.
We have...
1 second, sorry.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. Sorry.
No problem. We have a $12 donation from Pazzy. Speedrun the speedruns. I want to go home, please. And with that donation, that pushed us to $2,000. And we had another $25 donation from JD Laws, multi-donation drifting. Thank you so much. With that, we have reached $2,000 for UKSG Summer. Thank you so much, chat. You were incredibly generous.
So just to explain a bit more about this track, so this track will change between road and rail segments. There was a bit thing we were listening out for the bell thing. Horn, that's the name of it. Yeah. When Shingo goes past, but that's okay. We managed without that. So there is a car there. That's a problem. It's gone. Goodbye, car.
It's blasting off again.
Yep. So that's the second to last road segment. There's a road segment just at the end of the level, and we're just going to be chilling on rails for the next bit. There's not too much. There's one or two opportunities to have a self-propelled impossibility. However, those are few and far between, and I know where they are. But I do need to be very careful at the end of this rail segment. I need to maintain as much speed as possible and get as close to Shingo as possible. The only problem is it's an incredibly windy piece of track, which normally wouldn't be a problem as we can multi-track. However, we are neck and neck with Shingo the entire time, meaning we actually need to really manage our braking. If we don't manage the braking, there is still a small opportunity for us to catch up. However, it's extremely tight, so we're going to do our best. This rail segment's almost over. We're going to be going down a hill very quickly soon. We're just currently climbing up to go back down, pretty much. And it's going to be almost a straight drop down. Okay, here we go. I'm going to need to focus for this bit, so fingers crossed, all goes well. No. No. Oh no.
Oh no.
Is that okay? Oh no. No. Okay, oh, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Okay, where am I? That's fine. That's fine. Okay, there's a glitch that can sometimes happen there, and I'm glad I didn't pull it off. Sometimes you can get your car stuck on multi-track drifting, and of course that's a problem in a segment like this. So we need to be careful. So I need to be careful with this cutscene here, because I need to be braking as soon as this cutscene ends. I'm gonna emergency brake just for safety. No! Okay. See what we can do. Hopefully that's not too far behind. Be able to get around here without that. That's fine. We need to get as close to Shingo as we can. I wanted to be a bit further ahead here and just multi-track all the way down, but we're not going to have that luxury today. Come on, we're so close. We can probably get him on the next downhill. I just need to be ahead enough to be able to do that. There we go. That's all we needed to do. Race is now free. We're going to crash into the station, but we're still going to win. It is fine.
Oh.
Believe it or not, we did win that.
Any crash you can walk away from is successful.
We arrived at the station. I'm not going to make any comment on the state of the train. Okay, final race. So this is the casual wall. If you don't look up how to play this game, and you don't read Japanese, and you're not like intricately familiar with the very strict details of the manga, you will never beat the stage. There is a single station where you need to tap the emergency brake, and if you don't do that, the level is impossible. So, we are going to need to race this. This is Ryusuke. He is quite calm, cold, and calculated. So, he is just going to sit back at the first and going to give us a lead, whilst he kind of like sits back, he studies us, he kind of learns a bit. And then one station, he's just going to zoom past us. At that point, we're going to need to drive perfectly for the rest of the stage to be able to catch up at the very end. Also, this is the best song in the game, so I hope you guys are sour pleasing this.
素人はもっといかにもってポイントでギャラリーしたがるけどな そうそう。三国 R100 とかな。あんなとこじゃ勝負は決まんねえよ。
お前もそう読んだか。さすがと言っておくか。
それにしても他に誰もいねえってんのが気に食わねえ。知らねえやつが見たらまるで
仲がいいみたいに思われちまうんだな。
け迷惑だ。
ダメだ離れない。ぴったりついてくる。まだあれが残ってた。こうなりゃ何でもやってやる。
So for anyone who's playing this casually, the signal I look out for, because I don't remember the names of the stations, I just can remember where they are. There's a bridge coming up here just when the cutscene's ended like a little bit ago. So this bridge here, there's a station coming up. You need to tap the emergency brake as you enter the station. Give it tap it a few more times just to make sure I hit the story trigger. Yeah, that is going to give Ryusuke a huge opportunity to overtake us here. And now we need to spend the rest of the race catching up.
こんなところでか。何があったんだ。不思議なやつだ。
While we're catching up, do you mind if I read our 2 donations here?
Go ahead.
We have a $50 donation from Caramel. Yeehaw for 2K. Yeehaw! We also have a $25 anonymous donation with no comment, but thank you for the donation.
Yee, and I cannot stress this enough.
抜かれたら一気に置いていかれると思ってた。差がつかない。縮まらないけど離されてるわけじゃない。速さに対して差があるわけじゃない。このバトルまだ終わったわけじゃない。終点まであともうちょっとだけど、1閉塞だ、2閉塞だ。あの強さ、あの金曜日の7000系に近づくんだ。
Hopefully I didn't slow down too much there. Slow down here so I don't run back.
加減速のレスポンスが急に悪くなったぜ。足に来たか。バトルの前半に2000の走りを
Yeah, we're alright because we're pacing him now.
想像以上に車輪に負担をかけていたんだ。まさか回線優先ブレーキで泣き売れてくるとはな。大誤算だぜ。なんてことだ。いくら俺でもこんな状態じゃペースを上げられない。
So we're kind of like, what are we going to do? Because
同じペースで走ってきてなぜ俺が
he's still getting a, you know, he's still pretty far ahead of us. Like,
何か
in race terms,
高
like,
塚線で奴にできて俺にで
he's
きない
still like half a train's length ahead of us. And we're approaching the station pretty soon. We're going to need to devise a plan. What do you think we should do?
What's the track drift?
He's on the other track.
I don't know. What do you suggest?
I've got a plan.
A very cunning plan?
A very cunning plan.
近づいてる。少しずつ差が詰まってる。負けてない。
So we're approaching the station here. He's ahead of us, and we can't multi-track over because he's ahead of us.
どうすれば勝てる。
Yeah, we're going to try something.
手があった。よっしゃ。いけ。
Well, I think our character's got the same idea here.
Yeah.
Can he reach? Can he get it? The 72000? The outer lane drift.
Cunning plan.
The opponent did not see it coming. It was at that point we took our opportunity to accelerate ahead in his disbelief. Use his track to our advantage. Finishing the race in first. Time also.
Nice.1 minute ahead of time.
Underestimate, believe it or not. Anyway, that was Densha the Lightning Stage. This game has like 3 more levels, but those aren't mandatory for story completion. They're really fun races. A race where you place a train that doesn't drift, but you get the characters to lean. I'm feeling the audience might have enjoyed that one, but oh well. There's a race against Bunta and a race where you just drive in an AE86. That's the initial decar, pretty much. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and stick around for Sekiro of UKSG.
And a massive thanks for reaching 2K.
Yeah, I genuinely can't believe we got that. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm
never going to talk to me again.
But pass over to the next guys. So have fun.
Always rearranging. Always rearranging. Always rearranging. We are who we are. That is constantly changing. Always rearranging. Always rearranging. Always rearranging.
Alright then, we're just about to go into Sekiro here, and I thought I'd just give you a quick update on, because we are going to have to cut the donation incentive for the Japanese versus English language pack here. We actually, after a long trying battle of it jumping between English and Japanese, we have finally got a clear winner, which is Japanese with $330.03 to English's $80.03. Clearly, we have the superior language. I also have a donation here for you, Murtag, which came in during Densha D, but I saved it for when you're about to go to your run, which is from Z0, $25. Good luck, Murtag. So, if we are all ready to go, let's go straight over Sekiro with the last run of the marathon with Murtag.